money.
He speaks the whole time he's in France, but he's afraid to be one of his horses.
The city of Knoxville has, they just fired their red light contractors for the traffic cameras, and that was exporting about $1 million a year to Australia, which is where the headquarters of Redflex is. And now they've replaced them with laser craft, and their headquarters is in England and Communist China. So now Communist China is going to be getting $1 million from all these traffic tickets. About $75,000 a year in Knoxville has just exported straight out of the state, out of the city, out of the country, not to mention the constitutionally guaranteed right to travel. Is there any way, can we get some legislation? Many of the states now are passing state legislation to forever ban these traffic cameras as just being, for one, it puts cops out of business. They got to be replaced. And now in Knoxville, the Knox County Sheriff's deputies are shooting these cameras. And that's coming out in the discovery trial of Clifford Clark. This has come out in discovery of the trial of Clifford Clark, who's accused of shooting one of these cameras. Well, that camera's been destroyed. There's now no evidence. KPD has tampered with that evidence. So that will not be admitted into court. There's no evidence that camera was shot. And they won't allow discovery of all the repair bills of the other cameras. So it's a really big mess here in Knoxville. And I was wondering if there's any way we can get some state help to ban these cameras.
I was opposed to the cameras in the beginning. I'm opposed to them now. I'll be opposed to them in the future. And any bill that would outlaw them, I'll be in favor of it. It's ridiculous to have a bunch of cameras taken. In England, and I think in Texas, they've got them out by the interstate. You're just going down the interstate, they'll take a picture. Like I say, if they're going to hire cameras, they'll have to lay some people off. We can't afford all that. But you're right, ships that money plumb out of the country. How are you going to argue with that? Say they catch me going through a red light, and they go to court, and they've got their film. Well, I'm going to buy me a little camera, put on my dash, take a picture every time I go on red light to prove I didn't run it, and then let the cameras argue. Who's right, my camera or your camera? You can't argue. If they need money bad enough, they can set that thing and program it to every 16th car, just accuse it of running a red light. If you get a letter in the mail that say you run a red light, you're going to have time to take off from work, hire a lawyer, you go down there and fight that. You're just going to pay them whatever they ask. So, the time will come, they'll just say, well, we need a little more money. Let's crank her down to 1 out of 14. And it's, I don't trust them, and I don't like them. I think they're unconstitutional. One state, Virginia, I think, took them out and then put them back. We tried to outlaw them 2 years ago, and all we got on there that if it's not a moving violation, so it can't affect your insurance or it's like a parking ticket. It's not like a speeding ticket. It's a non-moving violation. And that's all we could get. The chief of police came down, brought all his staff down there and lobbied for it. We couldn't do any good. Joe McCord was carrying that legislation. We tried to stop it. But here's one way we might do that. I've given this a little thought. We might pass legislation to where they have to have a 5-second orange light, caution light. Because when they put these cameras up, they cut them down to 3 in order to make more money. But if you had a full 5-second orange, and then had a 1 second where it red all the way around, and then not let them take the picture until after that red went off, that would cut their revenue, and nothing, it'd be safer, everybody would be safer, and that might cut the revenue to where they wouldn't be worth it. So that's the route I think we might possibly take.
How do we come about 5 seconds? How do we derive at that figure? 5 seconds.
What it used to be. That's what they used to be.
It was the standard?
Yeah, that was just kind of standard. And that gave you time if you saw it you get it in your mind, you see an orange caution light come on, you know about how long you've got. Make a decision and get on through there or stop. But when they cut them down to 3 seconds, then you start having trouble. Now, they say they decrease side collisions, they increase rear end collisions. And,
Right.
you know,
The camera gets most of that money into it.
yeah, like 85%, I think. I'm not sure about that. Maybe a lot of it.
And once they start it, it looks like it's very easy for them to go ahead and do it throughout the whole system.
Yes.
I mean, it's for more money.
Or do it like you, the person at the intersection's got the right of way. Cue that person.
Hey folks, listen to the Pirate News Radio Show on Friday at 5:10 p.m. on WBCR Truth Radio 1470. Watch Pirate News TV every Friday night at 1 a.m. on Charter Channel 6, Technology Channel 6, and Comcast Channel 12 in Knox County. Visit piratenews.org to watch TV and radio archives of all Pirate News broadcasts and to watch live worldwide Pirate News TV. Survive to operate. Alarm red. This is not a drill.
Hey,